When you access your Check Cloud call recordings platform for the first time, you'll be met with the Soluno login page here. Enter your username and password details that was sent on your welcome email, and I would click Keep Me Signed In here, which just helps when you go back into it, you don't have to log in each time then. If you're having trouble accessing your account, click the Can't Access Your Account button and it will reset your password for you. Once you've signed in, you'll be met with the dashboard area. Now, depending on whether you're a team leader or an agent user, depends on what you'll see here. But as you can see, I can see various different tabs. The one we're going to concentrate on today is the call recording tab. So I can access call recordings by either coming up to the top right-hand corner here, clicking the call recording tab, or I can go to the call recordings button here. I'm going to click that and it'll take me into the call recordings now. Now, as you can see, this has brought up a list of call recordings. This is handy because it will show me all the recordings in chronological order, so the newest first. However, if you are a team leader, you'll see the people within your team's recordings, but most people will just see their own recordings. You can do things like filter the calls by clicking this button here, which I'll go on to in a second, or you can simply look down at the recordings, the last recording you made or the last couple of recordings you made, and play them with this button here. But let me just explain what these bits mean. As you can see, there are various arrows on the right-hand side. There's a blue up arrow. That means that it was an outbound call, so it's an outgoing call. You can see if I hover over it. The green arrow means it's an incoming call. You can obviously see the date and time. You can see the extension number or the team it came into, which was projects. And Rob Evans picked up this particular call, or actually made this particular call. If we go to the one below, Rob Evans picked this up. And you can see here, this is the number of the person that rang in. They actually rang this number because it shows that this is Rob Evans' DDI number, so it rang him in. And you can see that the call duration was 53 seconds. If I go to the one below it, I can see that this is 50 seconds. And if I come along here, I can see that the call hasn't been flagged. I'll show you how to flag a call in a moment. But you can also see it's not been evaluated either. But the one above it has. It's been evaluated as a call, as part of a KPI program. If I click the middle button here, that plays the call back, or I can download it. For now, I'm going to go to the playback column. Now, as you'll see, this has opened a brand new tab for me in my browser. So if I click back, it will show me the list of calls and the filter ability here, or I can go back to the tab with the recording on it. You'll see here it brings up the WAV file here, and I can jump to various points within this call. I can play the whole call back. I can fast forward or rewind it. I can select a section of it, and if I want to clear that selection, I press this button here, or I can obviously stop it. And I can see where I am in this particular call by looking at this these numerical values here. I can also change the speaker volume or mute it. I can change the volume here. I can speed the whole call up so I can listen to it back quicker. Or I can download the call straight from here. Depending on your permissions will depend on whether you can download them to your PC. Depending on your permissions as well, whether you're a team leader, for example, you'll be able to see call notes. You'll be able to tag the call. So, for example, I could add that this is a complaint or a sales lead. These would be fully customizable to your organization. Or I could flag the call, and these flags will change depending on what your organization uses them for. And I can also add a tab. So I could add here customer and happy, let's just say. And then I could hit save on that. If you've got the evaluation access, you'll be also be able to evaluate the call. So if I drop these down here, these are fully customizable again by your organization. But as you can see here, once the check comms greeting used, I'm going to give Rob 5 stars for that. I'm going to give him 2.5 stars for how did he sound. And I'm going to give him 5 stars here for how engaging was it, and maybe 4 stars for his general behavior. I'm going to give Rob 5 for everything because he was, I think, excellent on that call, benefit of the doubt there. And I can click save on this. So it says the call was evaluated successfully. Now I can email this call to somebody. So I could type in someone's email address, and I could send this call on to somebody, and they'll be given access for a 24-hour period, of which case after 24 hours access will be denied. I'll put great call from Rob E, and I can hit send on that. You can see that it's been sent successfully from my email account. So if I want to see the original call list again, I'll come back over to this tab. As I say, I opened a special tab just for this recording, but I come back over to the original tab, and then I can look at some filters, because that might not be the only call I need. So I come up to the filters bar at the top, I expand it, and then I can select the day and time that I want to see calls from. So I say, right, today, see calls from today, or I'll see calls from last month, for example. And I can select the time range. I'm not going to in this instance. I can select if I'm part of a certain division, I'm a team leader. Mostly, as I say, you'll be able to see just your own calls, but some people will be able to see various division or department calls. And I can add, I can choose to see various extensions. So I can say, right, I want to see the sales, this particular extension, or option 3, or on our particular system, I could say, I want to see Carol's extension, for example. Now, I'm just going to leave it to all extensions at the moment, because I'm just imagining that all I can see is myself. I can go over to call filter. I can add a number in there. So this is the number of the person that's rung in. Now, what you've got to remember to do on this instance is hit the international dial code. So normally it'll be in the UK, it'll be 44. And I have to hit 44. I'm going to dial my mobile number here, so 7764. And I don't care if it's incoming, outgoing, or internal. This system actually isn't going to record your internal calls, but it could do. So, but outgoing and incoming, and I hit apply filter. This then gives me a call, and you can see that it was an outbound call from my extension. And it was obviously me that made the call out to my mobile phone. And this is the number it called. And this is the duration. It's not been evaluated, but I can listen back to that call or download it. If I listen back to that call, it again brings up a new tab up here, and it shows me the recording. I can press play and listen back to that. I can close these tabs and go back to another call. But if I want to reset the filters, I just click down here and it'll reset the filters, and it'll bring up that entire call list again in chronological order. So I can see the latest call that either I made or called me. So that in a nutshell is how to use the Check Cloud Mitel call recorder.